I am going to get some stuff off my chest while I'm getting ready, and maybe this will help some men, because I have not been single much, and being in the dating world, in terms of just messaging, the one thing I see men do a lot, or I hear my friends say, like it's a repeated, this is just a repeated thing that comes up all the time. First of all, what you need to understand about women is women are people pleasers. What that means is they say what they think you want to hear. They don't say what they mean. Women are people pleasers. So, please, for the love of God, if you have not met a woman and you are trying to be a gentleman, do not ask her what she's into sexually. Why? Because she doesn't care. Women do not care about that. Why don't they care? They don't care because they can get that anywhere for free and have been able to their entire lives since they were pretty much just coming of age. It's not a fantasy for them because it's real. It's like asking someone that works in a chocolate factory like what their fantasy chocolate is. They're like, I'm around chocolate all day, I don't care, right? They don't care. Like it's not, there is no novelty to it, because when you can have something whenever you want for free, or people would probably pay you for it, it's not a fantasy. It's just something you don't do, I guess. And if you do it, then it's not a fantasy. It's just what you do. So, if you come across and start asking that stuff, you don't sound like a gentleman. You don't, like, you sound, that annoys me. Like, as soon as I see that, it immediately irks me, because it sounds like, I'm going to tell you what it sounds like, because women are different to men. So most women will respond and say something that they think you want to hear. I'm into threesomes, I'm into being choked, they're not. No, this is all just bullshit. Maybe they might not mind it, they'll put up with it, but like, are they out there specifically looking for that? No, absolutely not. Otherwise they would be attaining that by other means. This is like common 101, use your common sense. Women are people pleasers, so they're going to say, again, what they think you want to hear. So if they think you want to hear that they have some sort of secret desire, they're going to say that, usually, because they think it's what you want to hear. So by asking them these dumb questions, you never actually get to find out what this girl is like, because you're asking them stupid shit that they don't want to hear. And you're making yourself look like a low value man in the process if you're asking a woman what she's into sexually before you've met her. That's low value man. That's what can I get from you, man. That's how much, like, can I get a discount, man. That's coupon, man. That's not appealing at all. It's so off-putting, it's like not even funny. Seriously, it is. If you ask a woman, let's say you're dating a woman, you've got to a point where you've been in the bedroom with her. If there's something you really want to do, just ask her. Just ask her. Just say, can we do X, Y, Z? That will go down so much better, and you'll probably get what you want than trying to angle it as if it's like her idea. Oh, what are you into? Oh, what are the boundaries? No one cares. Like, girls just don't care about this stuff. They don't care. They don't care. Girls don't get off on like messaging you. They also don't get off on seeing pictures of your downstairs. It's not attractive to us. Not in the same way. I'm not saying why is my thumb that color? It's weird. I think it's from makeup. It's not that it's unattractive. It's that women, scientifically, our heart and our mind is how we are attracted to people. And with men, it's their heart, their mind, but mainly their eyes. So they're very visual. So that's why visually you'll be attracted. Don't send a girl pictures of yourself where you think you look good. It's an ick. Why? Because we don't visually get attracted to men. And that's a scientific, biological reasoning factor. So you're thinking like a man, and then you're talking to her like she's a man. And then you're wondering why you're not getting the results that you're looking for, because you don't understand how women work. Women like it when men don't ask them so many open-ended questions, like just keep it narrow. It's exhausting. Be decisive. Like, don't say, oh, like, what do you like to do for fun? What would you, don't ask what they would like to, no one cares. Just say something, just anything. Anything is better than what would you like to do? Anything. I remember I went on a date once, we went lime scootering because he recommended it. I was like, great, let's go on lime scooters. If he says, what do you want to do? And it's watery and it's feminine. It's like feminine for a man to be, oh, what do you want to do? I just don't want to suggest something you don't want to do. Well, like, what's wrong with you? Are you a man? Like, what do you think I'm going to do? Slap you? How dare you? Like, women are very different to men. Very different. So, women are attracted to men that are decisive, masculine, decisive, and can keep their emotions under control. Doesn't mean you can't have emotions. Doesn't mean you should be emotionally blunted. It just means keep them under control. What do I mean by that? If you're weird about texting and you start texting a girl, and if you don't hear back, you start triple texting her because emotionally you need relief. That's being, your emotions aren't under control. That's what it means. So, if you can't be tactical and logical and you take offense at very minor things and you have a lot of trepidation and worry that you're going to say the wrong thing with a girl, you can't keep your emotions under control because that's anxiety and you need to be able to control it. And you need to be able to look beyond that and go, why am I acting this way? Why am I more worried about what this person thinks of me than being able to enjoy an experience with a person, whether it's like sitting and enjoying like a coffee together or a wine together? Why am I so anxious about what this person, or trying to control the narrative of what this person thinks of me? Like, be the person you would be proud of. If you can do that, then you don't have to be dishonest. You can just be yourself. And just be honest. Like, if there's something, I don't know, like if there's something for some reason some guys really want to do, you'll get cut to the chase a lot faster if you just ask, because there'll be a lot of girls that'll just say, I don't really care, and no. Then you can find those girls that are more inclined to probably say that, but you're wasting your time, a lot of you. And that's why you're alone, because you're just trying this one, you're applying one method to a range of different females, and it doesn't work because every female is different, but the method you're using is you're talking to them like they're a man. What a woman like? Women like men who are established, usually financially established, who are generous, who have good manners, and who are gentlemen. That's usually the men that do the best in terms of dating. That's not all men. I didn't say that was all men, but if you want to know why there are certain guys that can get any girl they want, it's because they're gentlemen. They make things very easy for a female. They don't ask any lewd or bizarre questions ever. They don't need to, because they know if they gain respect from a female, that they have that respect from that female, and that female will do whatever she can to please the man. But she's not going to respect a man before she's met him. It just doesn't work that way. So if you're not finding any luck, that's why. Because for women, it's respect. And respect comes from having a track record of being emotionally stable, logical, being mature, making it easy for the woman where she thinks when she's in your presence, things are lovely, doors are opened for her, the chick's taken care of without her having to think, you send a car for, like that sort of stuff. And if you don't have to do that. You can pick her up. But like asking to meet up with a girl and just expecting her to just like find her own way there is just, again, another reason you probably don't see girls again. Maybe you've had luck and you've caught a girl on a bad day where she's recently had a breakup and she thinks, screw it, I'd rather go out and spend time with someone than be on my own. Perhaps that's how she feels. And you've used that one example and then taken it for every single person and thought, okay, well, you meet me at this restaurant. Girls aren't gonna meet you at a restaurant usually. Usually you have to, you'll pick her up, right? I don't know why this is 101, but it is. It just seems to be one of these things, and I'm not laughing because I'm laughing at men, not at all. I'm laughing because in a way it is the female's fault that we are people pleasers, so we're not honest about how we feel a lot of the time. We don't just come out and say, I don't care. When they say, what are you into in the bedroom? I don't care. I don't care. I don't care. I truly don't. Like, they care so much more about who you are as a person than what you're into in the bedroom. Truly. And if you're looking for a woman who's very, very into, like, what she's into in the bedroom is a deal breaker, that is probably not someone that is in a stage of her life where she's looking to build anything sustainable. So if that's what you're looking for, don't expect loyalty. And don't expect to be treated with respect, because you're going in there without respect, first and foremost. Like, what it means to be a gentleman is to treat a woman with like just basic respect. Is just to be polite. Please, thank you, open the door. Can I get you anything else? Are you comfortable? Are you, like, simple stuff. None of this, what are you into? Like, none of that. Like, leave that, just back off on that stuff and leave that until the very last stages of when you're actually intermingled with someone, I guess. Look, and it's so different because the different people have different standards, right? Some women and some men actually don't like the idea of being physical with someone from the outset and think it's like they'd like to get to know who the person is first, trust them. And a lot of people are like that. So it really depends. I don't see any scenario where that, and I'm not laughing because it's funny. I guess I am because like we've kind of created this, but I don't see any scenario where asking that is beneficial in a dating situation. I only see that as like that would make sense if you were on some sort of fetish site or just purely like only hookup site fetish. I don't know like what it is, but yeah, because a lot of the times women are intuitive. So what they're intuitively kind of says is like, you're into something really weird and you're just waiting for us to hopefully guess it so that you don't have to say it. And I'm sure that's not what you mean, but that looks funny. It shouldn't be a priority. That's like, yeah. Okay. What next? I'm gonna pause this and then talk about the next one.